Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. Root Beer here, looking at question number 15 on the grade 8 Gauss paper from 2018. 5 classmates, Barry, Juan, Daya, Cindy, and Ed, will compete in a contest. There are no ties allowed. No ties. In how many ways can first, second, and third place awards be given out? Okay, so it's just sort of a counting problem or a rearrangement problem. Now, the nice thing here, and they always do this on these contests, really most contests do this, but the first letters of all these people's names are different, so we can sort of try and write out different rearrangements. We could say something like, well, we could have Barry. We could just go in order, really. I think Ed was the last one. Yeah. Barry, Juan, Daya, Cindy, and Ed. So that's one way to arrange them, and we've got first, second, and third here. There are other ways to arrange them. You know, maybe Ed and Cindy switch places. One gets fourth, one gets fifth. But this isn't a distinct way of giving out first, second, and third. So we have to be aware of that. Okay? And we could just try... So here's a different way for them to get first, second, third, fourth, fifth. And there's a different way to handing out the first, second, and third place awards. We don't actually care who gets fifth or fourth. Just who gets awarded first, who gets awarded second, who gets awarded third. So we could start writing out possibilities, and realizing that we don't care who's fourth and fifth, we could just say, well, there's a different way of getting first, second, third. Here's one. Here's another. Lots of them. But if we're going to try and write them out, one, we have to sort of be confident that there's only a few possibilities, because we don't want to waste too much time writing out all the different possibilities. And the second thing, and I stress this every time there's sort of a case-by-case, write out all the possibilities style question. If you are going to write everything out, be very careful that you do it in an organized way. Otherwise, if you just do what I'm doing here, which is, B-E-D, and then, Cindy, Ed, what was the H name? It wasn't Harry. Juan, that's what it was. Cindy, Ed, and Juan, that there really isn't any rhyme or reason as to how I'm making this list. But if instead we said, well, we could alphabetize them, and then let's look at all the different cases where... Is it Barry? I'm not remembering their names. Yeah, Barry. Okay. Barry and... Oh, that's why I thought it was Harry. So we could pick all the ones where Barry is first and try and come up with a very alphabetical way of doing this. And you'll see the way that I'm writing it out now. I'm sort of... Anytime there's an available spot, I pick B first, but anytime there's an available spot, I pick the next available person in the alphabet. So C-D, then I do C-E, then I do C-H, and then I've done everything that starts B-C. So then I go B-D, and then E is my third place, and then I switch to H. And that's a perfectly fine way to do the question, but it's not the best way. Okay? But those are certainly ways that people can approach the question. So what is sort of the best way? Well, imagine we sort of had our little arrangement of first, second, third. The way that I'm writing them out. We know we can't have ties, and although they didn't say it in the question, you can't be awarded first and third, or anything like that. So you have to ask yourself, how many choices, how many different possible people could be in first place? Well, we've got 5 of them: Barry, Juan, Daya, Cindy, and Ed. How many different possible people could be in second? Now remember, if we choose Barry for first, he's out of the running for second. If we choose Daya as first, she can't win second as well, so we lose a person. Whoever gets placed first can't win second, so that leaves me with only 4 people. And similarly, there's only 3 people left to possibly win third once first and second places are chosen. Okay? Now, how can we get our total answer from all this? When you make choices like this, and it's... The way I always explain it to my classes is, when you make a choice, and the way you're making your choice is you're saying, I choose this, and then I choose this, and then I choose this. the quick way to figure out how many choices you made is multiplication. Now, just while we're talking about counting, if I were to say, I choose this or I choose this, that wouldn't result in multiplication. That would be addition. Okay? We don't need addition for this question, but I just thought I'd share that. So what do we have? Well, I choose first, and then I choose second, and then I choose third. So I multiply these through, and I get 60 choices. 60 different possibilities, and I certainly didn't want to actually write all those out. There's our answer. It's B. So it's very good that we know shortcuts like this and quick tricks for counting different things, multiplication and addition. We didn't use addition in this question, but it's still a good thing to know. All right, so that was, what, question 15? Yeah, question 15. So up next, of course, question 16. I will see you there.